Hello, I am the blood spatter analyst and totally not the interviewer you saw earlier in this video. Based on my expertise as a blood spatter analyst, first I'll explain what the blood spatter analyst does. A blood spatter analyst goes to the scene of a crime and they look at the blood spray patterns, the poolings, things like that. They study and focus on blood in a crime. So, looking at Mr. Chris, uh, Mr. Chris was murdered with a spatula, and based on the spatula, the angle at which the spatula came in, he was killed by an adversary taller than him, and we can figure that out based on the angle and then also the spray coming out of Mr. Chris at the time of the crime. At the same time, the pooling of the blood underneath Mr. Chris, you can figure out the how long he's been there. Um, and then also, we had to look at, upon further inspection of the crime scene, we found that the broken glass by the window was in fact not Mr. Chris's. However, it was mixed, so we do not have a definite culprit. However, based on the blood from the glass window, it is obvious that the assailant jumped through the window, broke the glass, cut themselves, came over Mr. Chris, overpowered Mr. Chris, and stabbed him from an upwards angle with the spatula, sending blood splatter across the wall to the side of Mr. Chris and back outwards as the spatula was pulled out and placed back in Mr. Chris. So that is my expert opinion. It was a taller assailant, so we believe that eliminates Mr. Chris's twin brother as a suspect, as the assailant was much taller than Mr. Chris.